Samsung is a world-renowned brand that received recognition in the 70s after massively producing home appliances. In 1969, a man called Lee Byung-chul founded the company and named it as Samsung, means three-star in Korean, to carry his vision for the company. The word three represents large, plentiful, and strong, while stars mean bright, lofty, and eternally shining. The company established two research and development centers, which became the foundation of their global leading technologies as of today during a dynamic era in 1980s for both electronic industry and Samsung. It also updated its logo as a new mark to beginning of new possibilities and to add a sense of incorporated image to the brand identity. Samsung went through a whole new rebranding to leave an impression of excellence on its global customer. Many firsts were introduced in the 1990s, for example, the world's first 64M DRAM, digital television, MP3 phone, and more. For top-level management of Samsung, it has moved away from a hierarchical management structure in these few years to a meritocratic structure where power is held by individuals who have earned it. This can help employees progress through various positions without having any impediment by arbitrary wait periods. Also, the company has streamlined executive positions and improved corporate culture by discouraging employees by referring to each other based on job title. The corporate headquarters is the most notable indication of this hierarchy, which is the part of organizational design needs to ensure the conglomerate's operations are cooperative and effectively directed towards growth and operational effectiveness. This structure includes centralization of overall strategic planning through decision-making teams and departments, as well as command and authority that relays strategic directions from the headquarters to the daily operations in the consumer electronics, device solution, and IT and mobile communications division. For middle-level management, Samsung has a product-type division organizational structure where products determine how resources and business operations are categorized. It consists of three product divisions, which are consumer electronics, IT and mobile communications, and device solutions. To help Samsung carry out its vision and mission, each division has multiple business segments that, in combination with a standalone research and development division. Individual structure consists of consumer electronics department, semiconductors department, and display department. It is mainly to focus on product development and innovation for components inside the various electronics products, such as semiconductor manufacturing, and supply display components to wide product divisions. For functional structure, research and development department, marketing and sales department, and corporate department play a big role to ensure the satisfaction of customers and business growth. They have to oversee R&D activities to align with market needs. They also have expertise in corporate support services, which handle financial, legal, and HR matters efficiently. While IT and software development department are a matrix division where cross-functional teams and members report to both product leaders and functional managers. This enhances the collaboration between IT, software, and product development. These also utilize IT resources with efficiency. And last but not least, lower level management. This company uses geographical groupings where these divisions are generally under the product type divisions. Through this structure, the company can implement region-specific strategies such as strategies intended for North American market for device solutions.
Lastly, for the operation planning. Operation planning, they have two parts, which is that standing planning and single-use planning. Standing planning, they have three main point ideas, which is the policy, rules, and procedure. So, what is the policy, rules, and procedure that implemented in Samsung electronic companies? First of all, we will go to the policy, which is Samsung Electronic Company is prioritizing protecting the environment and ensuring the safety of all its client and employee when developing new product and manufacturing device and their gadgets. For the rules, which is that the Global Code of Conduct is implemented in order to follow the law, uphold moral principle, and reflect their firm commitment to the community. This also outlines standards of behavior in all company activities and guide for their employees. Lastly, for their procedures, which is that Samsung Electronic Company have a procedure by how they are making their device and gadgets. Now, we will go to the second part of operation planning, which is a single-use planning. single-use planning, also they have a 3 main point ideas, which is that program, project and budget. So what kinds of program, project and budget that Samsung Electronic Company has been doing? First, we will go to their programs, which is that Samsung organized the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow. This will inspire young people to think creatively and innovative ideas for solving the risks and challenges that their community encounter. This also promote the impact young mind in society by developing problem-solving skills through STEM. The second part, which is that we will go to the project. Samsung Electronic Company invested in the large project known as a new generation technology development. This focus on research and development R&D to create innovative technology in their field. The lastly part, which is that we will go to their budget, which is Samsung Electronic Company spent in $21 billion in research and development by Samsung in 2023. For example, like semiconductor, telecommunications, and digital media technologies. Next, we will go to the planning of Samsung Electronic Company. Samsung Electronic Company, they have a vision and mission. So, what are their vision and mission? First of all, we will go to the part of vision. So, which is that inspire the world with our innovative technology, product and design that enrich people's life and contribute to social prosperity by creating a new future. For their missions, which is that following a simple business philosophy by devoting its talent and technology to creating superior products and services that contribute to a better global society. Lastly, for the part of types of planning, which is the operation planning. Operation planning, they have two parts, which is we have a standing planning and single-use planning. First, we will focus to the standing planning. Standing planning have a three main points that very important, which is the policy, rules, and procedure. So, what is a policy, rules, and procedure that implemented in Samsung Electronic Company? First of all, we will go first to the policy, which is that Samsung Electronic Company prioritizing protecting the environment and ensuring the safety of all its clients and employees when developing new products and manufacturing devices and their gadgets. Next, we will go to the part of their rules. Basically, the Global Code of Conduct is implemented in order to follow the law, uphold moral principles, and reflect the
Samsung use functional structure. Departments are separate based on vital business needs. The structure is broad and involves addressing several issues before implementation. Each department vice president sets the agenda for all duties. Workers are categorized based on similar duties. Samsung has a Chief Executive Officer, or we call it as a CEO, at the top of organizational structure. The CEO, Lee Byung-chul, founded the business on March 1, 1938 as a grocery trade enterprise. The CEO has the highest status and primary responsibility for company management. Duties include creating company strategies, implementing the organization vision, goals, and guidelines, and overseeing departmental management. The CEO connects with department vice presidents and other departments. So for the second role is Vice President. Vice President oversees the company overall operation. Two Vice Presidents handle key functional area, which is sales and marketing. Vice President of Sales manage the team sales and strategic planning, performance tracking, customer relationship management, market analysis, competition research, cross-functional cooperation, budgeting, and resource allocation. Essential for revenue growth, market share increase, and customer relation improvement. For Vice President of Marketing, their roles is to manage all marketing-related operations, including creating strategies, managing brands, creating campaigns, conducting market research, monitoring performance, and creating budgets. Plays as crucial roles in promoting brand awareness, customer acquisition, and revenue growth. So, for the sales manager, the roles is to oversee a team of account executive or sales reps, help the team meet goals, create strategies, cultivate customer connections, and execute plans, collaborates with other departments, evaluates sales data, and trains team members to enhance revenue and streamline sales procedures.
For decision making, it also can be categorized into two, which are program and non-program. For program, since such social and environmental values are difficult to quantify, they took a quality over quantify approach in setting and managing sustainability management goals. Next, the positive and negative numbers of respective indicators represent the total social values that either create or reduce over the past year. This approach goes beyond mere financial values that generate through business conduct and include socio-economic and social values to ultimately paint the whole picture of the true value that creates at Samsung. Next, for non-program, Samsung has donated 29 million USD worth of funds and goods to governments and communities that have been affected by COVID-19 to help with their relief efforts, and including the purchase of medical supplies and hygiene kits. They also donating smartphones to patients in quarantine to help them keep in touch with their contact, and also donating tablets to educational institutions. Their engineering teams are working with companies in Korea that produce face masks to help them boost production by improving factory layouts and manufacturing process.
Motivation have 5 needs, which is the first one is psychological needs. This is the most basic needs necessary for employees must access vital service opportunities at work for them to their basics are being met. The second one is security needs, which is to deal with physical and psychological safety from external and internal. The third one is belonging needs, which is a need for acceptance by the other, such as association and communication with other and being part of the group. The fourth one is esteem needs, which is to show require personal feeling of achievement and self-worth and by recognition, respect and prestige from the others. And the last one is self-actualization needs, which is to maximize an individual's potential at work.
What is leadership? Leadership is the process of influencing and guiding subordinates to help the organization accomplish its objective. Samsung staff works together to achieve goal to strengthen manager-employee relationship based on respect and consideration. Regarding staff leadership, Samsung uses theories from Ohio State University. There is two situations of Ohio State. The first one is high consideration and low structure. It means the word accomplishment is from committed people. The leaders lead the relationship of organization with trust and respect. And the second one is low consideration and high structure, where it is inefficiency in operations results. A human's elements interfere to a minimum degree, and it will affect the employee motivation. There is two structures in Ohio State, which is initiating structures and consideration structures. Initiating structures is a task orientation that are made by leaders. Leaders are going to scheduling the work, deciding how and when to do it, guiding workers, make a planning, do coordinating, and make a problem solving. They do this to maintain standards of performance and encouraging the use of uniform procedures. For example, leaders provide a maintaining standards performance such as a multi-step quality and safety check that workers have to check before they launch their product. The second one is a consideration structures. It is an employee-oriented where the leader takes into consideration of employees' ideas and feelings. It will cause friendship, mutual trust, respect, and warmth in the relationship between leaders and followers. For example, Samsung CEO hosted the DX Concert Town Hall program where the executive manager and staff members exchanged their view on the corporate business strategy and priority issues.
Samsung employs 3 key types of control, which is preventive, concurrent, and corrective. This control ensures smooth and efficient management process. So what is preventive controls? It was intended to proactively avoid errors and meet desired criteria, implements clear standards and process like requirement policy, safety policy, and code of ethics. Human resource ensure employees have requisite qualification and experience through job description and systematic selection. Safety practice include risk management, first aid education, equipment maintenance, and emergency procedure. Code of conduct governs dress code, use of business property, customer interaction, company values, and staff behavior. Tasks are separate to prevent single person responsibility over all part of key function, requiring correct authorization for major action. Rigorous screening process and ongoing training program are in place. Aim avoid unnecessary loss and ensure performance meet desired standards. So for the concurrent control, it was to enhance real-time monitoring of ongoing activities to spot irregularities and handle issues as they develops, enable managers to make on-the-fly decisions to handle situation quickly. For an example, if a defect is found in production, management decide whether to stop production, correct the problem, or continue and address it later. Critical for dealing with unanticipated difficulties and maintaining continuous operation without major disturbance. For the corrective control, also known as feedback control, used to correct problems identified during concurrent control, seek to restore resource and capabilities while preventing recurrence of the problems. Action include resolving identified concern and restoring regular operation, possibly rebooting system, declaring new policy, or terminating troublesome activities. If clients are dissatisfied, management can improve the system to ensure future service qualities. Closely related to concurrent control, addressing issues that arise during real-time monitoring goes to ensure errors do not recur and better equip the organization to handle similar situations in the future.
In conclusion, Samsung successfully used the process of planning, organizing, decision-making, motivating, leading, and controlling effectively to accomplish their declared goals. Samsung brand has a guaranteed security system and safety that consumers wanted most. Regular consumers provided a good feedback about their experiences using Samsung because of its appearance, benefits, and easy-to-use devices.